Hello, welcome to this collective reading. It just came about me. I was shuffling my cards and getting them to go back into a certain type of order, and all of a sudden some cards fell and all the stuff downloaded came over me. So, ringing in, and this is tomorrow, okay, for some of you it's already Easter, while I'm recording this, okay, on April 19th, 2025. This is a time to get lots of downloaded messages, especially spiritual messages. And I have a spiritual message that has come through earlier, and I wrote some of the things down that was channeled to me, names and stuff that I got. And I've got a total of 16 cards here for you guys, okay? For some cards that had, that fell out. And 6 of them are Major Anaconda. That's amazing. So there's some big major things coming, I see, for you. And with this reading, not only did I do the tarot, which is 12, I got 12 for the tarot, okay? But I did pulled two angel cards, okay, that came out. And also, okay, that came out of here is my Spirit Oracle, all right? My Spirit Oracle cards. 2 of those fell out for you guys. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, this reading is going with your 2 angel cards. Then I'm going to do the tarot. And then I'm going to do the end of the other 2 cards. 2 numbers that are prevalent here, though, with the 2 cards at the end is the number 22 and the number 5. And I'm getting those associated with birthdays. Okay, birth month, birthdays, okay. Looking out also for those numbers coming into play for you during the certain, like months. Look out on the 22nd. Look out on the 5th of next month. Look for those 2 dates next month as well for you. Fiona, okay, and I have the cross right here, and I'm wearing these too, all right, guys, because love's unconditional, all right, love everybody, okay, remember that. Sorry, I had to scroll through something real quick. Fiona, there's that one that's come through. That wasn't the first angel card to drop. The first one actually was Crystal. But I'm going to tell you what this one says right here, okay? Because I felt compelled to put this one as well. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help, okay? So here's your divine guidance coming through, all right? For heaven's help. I'm going to go ahead and read to you in here, Fiona. And what do you know? I get right to the page when I opened. Here it goes. I'm so happy that you asked for help from God and the angels. I am here to ask you to be open to our help. Sometimes I watch you struggle with situations that could easily be resolved if you would let me help you. I wait for you to give me any signal, a prayer, or a thought of help, so that I can become involved in the solution. Now you have asked for my help, and I am very glad to assist you. I only ask that you allow me to help you because you see, at other times, you have blocked me from doing so. You believe that you didn't deserve my help or that making necessary life changes was way too threatening. Remember that I am here to help you ease your mind. I need you to trust your guidance. Notice the struggle and repetitious impressions that come to you through your thoughts, feelings, and visions. They are real messages from God through me to you. We won't let you fail in any way. You are fully supported by heaven as you follow your divine guidance. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say, Fiona is right. You are completely guided with as many Major Anaconda came out for this reading. This reading shows you are in alignment. You have your spirit guides. Your team is with you. And yes, it's Crystal coming in next. Okay? So here we have Crystal. And it says, have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't see yet. Okay? So it's your angels again saying, on that horizon, there's something coming. You can't see it yet, okay? But look it. You see how this horizon right here, it's just flat. But look it. Just right over here, it's not. It's blooming. You see that's blooming? Okay, see the spirit team? All right, it's crystal clear. They're around you. They are. All right, because they heard your call. So they came. Hey, we're here. Here's our offering. Hands out, right? Now I'm going to read to you a little bit more detail on what it says for Crystal, who's really gave it from her heart. Okay, I've done enough. I've done enough. I've seen enough, Lord. I've seen enough. What is, yes, okay, and holding on to the faith of the blessing, all right? And I'm getting you are holding on to that faith of the blessing, okay? You are about to be swept. I'm getting the wind off your feet is a message that just came to me looking at this card, okay? Let me get to Crystal. Here we are, guys. Crystal. The seeds that you have planted are being to sprout results. You may not even be aware of the results. However, since they are in their infancy, now it is more important than ever to stay positive and to hold a clear vision of your desire and intentions. Avoid skeptics or those with negative mindsets. So anyone who says what you're doing, has a little bit of that whatever, let it go. Don't even let it phase you. Don't even have to respond to them. Don't even have to say nothing to them. Just completely block that negative energy out, okay? All right, so staying on that positive path, all right? Because you got that power. You got a battery pack in your back right now for whoever's in this reading. And, you're ready to, boom, take off, okay? Here's my flight. I'm taking off. Okay? Because, yeah, there's something blowing in. I got a lot of blowing. This is blowing in for you. That's blowing in for you. And I haven't even got to the cards yet, okay? So, now let me get back to this, okay? So, avoid those skeptics and those with negative mindsets. Daily action, even if it only consists of baby steps towards the fruition of your dreams, is essential. A phone call, a letter, or a reading relevant material will keep the energy of your manifestations at high levels. Every day, positively affirm that you have already achieved or exceeded your dream. And most important, ask for angels' assistance every step of the way. So feeling it. And I get you are feeling it. You are at that threshold, okay? That you are feeling it. You feel that it has come in. And you are living in your higher self is what I'm getting with this card. Your higher self is boom, I feel that element. I'm living it. I'm connected with spirit. You know what I mean? Wholeheartedly connected with spirit, with mind. Okay, the chakra, I'm getting of the 7th house. I'm being told the 7th house chakra is activated within you. This is your, whoa, I'm ascended, okay? Because some of the cards we got for you, I'm going to show you each card in the order they came. Now, I have them down in rows of 3s. So each card fell under each card. And the way it ended is quite fascinating. So what I did is I took each card and I read each one directly underneath the other. And then I took each card and I read it going in the order from here all the way in order to the last. And so I did get some things for you guys. The moon is all over this card, okay? We do have that. We have swords activated in this cards, okay? And we've got wands, we've got the world and the wheel of fortune and prayers. And we got the high priestess here, along with the empress and the queen of swords and the 7 of cups and the lovers, guys. This is a major reading, okay? So first I'm going to show you. Here's that queen of swords, all right? So here she be, the queen of swords, or the one that I was getting, okay, where she's got her words and everything. But she's rolling them over because, yes, as a rose has thorns and it can pierce. Okay, the touching of someone. This queen has learned her lesson of the empress. That is underneath. The empress card fell right underneath the queen of swords. That queen of swords knows. That queen of swords knows sorrow. That queen of swords has won victoriously, and she has flying away from it. She has the essence of the empress. But this queen of swords also is going back to her childhood, and she once was carrying that sword and extra baggage around now has let loose back into her in her mind. She has let loose back into that childhood energy of hers. And that's where that battery pack is coming through. And that charge, okay, that's connecting. Okay, we got flight taking. And look at, there's that little bird. You know how birds like to sing and chirp and do their little things, okay? We have that energy flowing in with this queen. We also have a lot of other energies that she's gone deep dive. She's dived deep into her soul, into her subconscious. This energy of a queen that I am getting, okay, guys? I'm trying not to make this too long, but there's so much detail and flight that is coming through with this. But her wings are prevalent and etched, okay? Her detail to her sword matches the detailing of another sword that is coming through on this reading for you guys, okay? And also, with this, I see the heart, like in the harvest of the heart, even within the wheat. Within this empress, okay? I seen the baby's breath that was coming through. I see the rooted and grounded, okay? Rooted and grounded and holding that key, the lineage, okay? You got time, you got grounds, you got roots, but you got ascending from that ground and the realms coming around. Because your spirit teams and your realms are like, whoa, here you are. And your crown chakra right here is draped. Look at that all around you, baby. You are well protected and you got that height coming over you. You are poised. And you are also holding a wand, Miss Empress. And look at that. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful. So you have the youthness, the Queen of Swords, okay? You've got that youthness all glowing and resonating inside of you, darling. All right? And this can not just be for a woman, okay? And take it as it resonates, okay? All right? So that Empress, okay, impress, and the energy coming through, all right? And we got 3 going on with that one. Right underneath that Empress energy with the Queen of Swords, we have the 7 of Cups, guys. 7 of Cups coming in, okay? And I noticed someone there who had their hands painted, like as if it was, you know, a man hand painted and the woman didn't. And I got the energy of someone using something with one of their hands for, like, their hands, you know, shows, like, they work with their hand, you know, when they use a certain instrument and type things, the one that's got the hand painted. What I got coming through with this card, okay, was that taking that break that was done with the soul and, like, press, whoa, and going in deep into the trenches of meditation and growth. I see it all wrapping around. It's blowing in. What's blowing in is you're going higher. Okay? I see that. I got like letter A's when I'm showing like a castle and things, okay? And gold coming in. Like what your desires is blowing in. Your desires are blowing in is what I am getting. What you have imagined. I'm getting someone else too looking at your desires and seeing your desires like, whoa, your desires are blowing in like, hey, you know, like my desires, because I see an eye with this, like in their back, and I see the detail, like they're looking and paying attention to every little detail. Even you, yourself, are paying attention to every little detail in every nook and cranny. And I see this as if this all took place more within the winter, and like winter's escaping, it's cascading, it's going away. I see that. I see the polar split. I'm getting a polar split. Earlier in one of the cards, I did get like a polar bear that was coming through. It could be significant for some of you. Okay? So I definitely see blowing in. I seen ships. I seen sails. Okay? Like I seen one ship at dock. Like boom, it's here. It's docked. It's a pretty good sized ship. But then I seen the other ship too that was coming in. But that one is on a destination for flight. And that ship has like, it's got pointed and it's at a direction like, okay, I'm here to pick you up. Now I'm here to take off with you. And what you are putting together is taking flight. With that connection within your dreams, your realms. And I know some of you probably are getting like colors and stuff that are coming through. Okay. With the snake that I see in here, I see it more as a coil coming through. Okay. Like a coil wrapping through with this. All right, guys. So here is that card. And that is the energy that I'm getting that is coming underneath, okay, from within the Emperor and the Swords energy, guys. The next card that came out, okay, which was after the Queen of Swords, the second card to fall, is the Two of Wands, okay? So I did get the Two of Wands here, you see, with the ships. One of the ships I got was more tattered and had more, like, wind on its sails, okay? But the other one was just like a baby, and it was picking it up. Like, this ship that's been sailing the seas in the world and has been traveling the world is now picking up its baby. That's what I'm getting right now. There it is. And there's the baby it's picking up, and you can see that sail is not as winded as this one, okay? So they balance out evenly, but that one that's over there, the baby that it picks up, I see it's got a sail that's like this, that's about ready to fly and take off, and that sail's going to be higher, and that sail's going to be rising, because I'm getting equal. I'm being told equal here, that these sails, these two will be sailing equally, okay? And as if, like, right here, what was flat on this pole will now be the world as well, and it's like, I'm getting two in the world with this coming through, guys, okay? I was also getting ancestry energy with this in this reading, and then when I picked up on this card, like, I was getting your ancestors being there and rooting for you and watching you because you've gone through that change. You've really done a number, because what is underneath this card shows part of how you did that, okay? And everything. And Polar Express, like thinking Polar Express and winter and expressing and expressions I'm getting to, because this is the card where I also got the polar bear coming through. That is over, okay? The waters and the ships and stuff that I feel are coming, okay? The sail is coming to take you away. You're going to be sailing away. Come sail away. Come sail away with me. All right. Okay. Underneath here, we have the Four of Swords right here. Okay, so we got this energy coming through. Now, a lot of within this reading, I've been getting Aquarius energy, but I've also been getting Taurus energy that is in here. Gemini is in here too, okay? So we got the Gemini's energy in here, okay? Cancer was definitely prevalent within this reading, and Leo. So there are some, pardon me, guys, of energies of things I have within this card, okay? Because within this card, I got Cancer with this energy, but I also got Aquarius, the energy that is creative and abundant and coming together. So, yes, I got the need of holding back, okay? Holding back, the prayer, the meditations, all of that coming through. I got the Cancer coming through with this and having this energy and holding on to it, okay? I've got, like, going through corridors, like, opening new passageways, okay? Books and bounds was something else I was getting with the swords. It matches the sword that you have here of the Queen of Swords. The detailing on each sword, like, every little detail in the corridors, all woven, like, coming together, but it's with a strong foundation. And I just see, like, the peaks coming over, and yeah, that is definitely something very powerful that I am getting with this, because this clearly shows your heart has been woven, okay? Also, I was getting, like, pinned and cushioned, like, all around, okay, with this card, okay? And, I mean, I was also getting something like a clam. I was seeing, showing that, which made me also think of a clam finally opening up, and you see its pearl inside, okay, of a clam. All right, so I was getting that along with, you got your Four of Swords right here, guys, okay? So, now underneath the Four of Swords, and this is an association also with the Two of Wands, so that's picking up on, okay, the energies of the one with the wands, okay, who is looking at the worlds for the match to his worlds, okay? We got the Lovers coming through, so there's where you kind of get your Gemini, but you got your fire sign and all of that too. And you got Venus. Venus is in here quite a bit, along with the moon, okay? And, you know, Aries is also in here, okay, so we got a lot of air and fire represented. And Earth within this card, and water showing up for you guys. All right. So basically, every element is showing up. The creativity and all of that, and the passion, and showing. Okay. And with, also the lovers, something I was getting. Okay. And when I was looking at stuff, I was getting the word Jack, be smack. And I got Rupert and rolling. I got the name Candace that came also to me. And I got something with like, in one of the cards I got also like breaking bread, like you're going to be breaking bread soon too. And I have made it to the apple. Now it's even more tempting I'm getting. I have made it to the apple is what I'm getting. See? There's the apple. I've made it to the apple. And this person is thinking, now it is even more tempting. And I'm getting like this person's energy, like teasing. Like, I can show you this half, but I can't show you the other half, but I want to. All right? And I see, I see that kind of love connection drive coming in here. All right? With this Four of Swords. But I'm seeing like equal counterpart. All right? And what is in the past is that cold, okay? See that like in the back, but it is like together. And you see growth coming, all right? So there's growth and stuff that's showing. And her tree is like a baby still planted, but it's growing and it's blooming, all right? Because it's got the green stems of the trunk still. But there's that watcher who's been watching that growth, okay? And they're ready to connect because they've got that fire just, whoosh. It's swooping in. And you got the angel and you got the cross, but you don't just have one angel. I'm getting you got, a few more angels in here because we got a couple other angels that are popping out and quite a few rings within this cards, guys. Now, I'm going to have to try to hurry because I got other cards I need to get to and I can't stay too long on this. The other card I've got for you guys is the moon card right here coming through. Okay? I was getting a lot of connection with at night. I'm getting a lot of, like one side of the two towers that are here. One was a little bit hidden, okay, that you couldn't quite see, but has now been discovered. So it's like scribbled out also were years of nopes. Those are down. Those are scribbled out. Memories erased. Going bye-bye because now both towers are shining with the light. Okay, beyond the moon and at night. All right. There are things that are going. I'm getting also with this reading, I got a dog. Okay, I was getting like a black and white dog. There's a wolf you got with this too. I got coming out of the swamp, coming out of the trenches, and now you're blooming and it's glowing and and you've got two towers that are aligning within this card of the moon, and Cancer is definitely around. We know the moon, right, guys? Then we got right underneath that, which is the Ten of Pentacles coming through. So I was getting that energy with also the yin, the yang, and you've got all of that, okay? And you've got like these little things that are like opening up and digital codes and stuff and downloads that have been coming to you. They're coming and you feel it and you feel that energy coming to you. And this idea that you were doing is bursting into the love and you're feeling it and being that. And I'm getting two dogs again. And this is like with the, they're black and white. Okay. I'm getting one to be a little bit older because also one of the dogs that I was looking at, I was also picturing had like a collar and had something on it. Maybe it's like a device and was wearing like a diaper or shorts I was getting as well. So that could be significant to someone in here. I was getting things where you have like, think of pine cones and coned together and the love and the lineage and just like all this stuff coming together. All right. Like here, it's solid, knuckle punch solid. And I got him and like on what he was wearing and the vision and being with what he visioned and having that someone with the curves and that flowing dress and it's coming through. And then she's got hers too, where you're sitting there and I'm going to take these off for you a minute, boys. Okay. And she's got like the lineage of beautifulness on the back of her too, of their story that she is wearing, and that change and that acceptance. And she's got a lot of energy coming off the top of her head, like all these frequencies and all these things she's able to pull. She's divinely connected to the divine, and you feel it. You've been having pains like maybe right here in the top of your forehead for a little bit, or going up and things like that, which is all the connection of the codes. But he also is connected, because you guys are able to do the think of connections and signals, because it is coming from him as well. So I'm getting that connection that is coming for you, loves, because underneath here we have the high priestess, and look at that energy. That's where that energy is coming from, the high priestess. And the high priestess also, we know, okay, where the energy of a lot of where that comes from, okay? So I also was getting like business and job, okay? And stuff like that was coming through on this card, all right? And let me see here, what else was I getting? Because now Taurus energy is also in here, because we got a lot of mirroring and stuff like that too. Stable and practical things coming through for you guys, okay? Because that's going to come in with some of these other cards, all right? In your spirit guides, yes, we know that. And your signals of coming into terms with solitude and all of that is being put within this as well, okay? And then you got, of course, Libra, when you had think of your Four of Swords and the Aquarius and all of that coming in together with Gemini. Okay, guys? So definitely, I seen this, okay? And like equipped was the word I was trying to think of that I had earlier. I was trying to find where I wrote it, but I just remembered it came into my head. Equipped for the job, okay? The High Priestess is equipped for the job, all right? So the High Priestess is bringing in, and that is coming above you, the Ten of Pentacles. Now we have coming in the Four of Wands. Look at these wands, guys, okay? Wands, right? All right, so what I have here is the two of them. There's a gate, okay? And the two of them are tied, and they can only sneak through that gate and through that gate to the palace that is theirs. The two of them that are being courted, okay? That is coming through. I was getting like a swan coming through energy with her, with like grace and moving as she has got her hand ready, and he is behind, ready to give her, a surprise that is coming through. But I see that shining through. All right, we got a lot of moon energy in here. There's lots of things to do with the moon that came in this card. But the whole complete sun is right there in the middle, with the moons on either side facing each other. Okay? And wands, we know about wands. We know what wands do. And wands, okay, are with movement. And this is a courtship, okay? And that is here. Now, underneath those wands, what card do we have? We have the World, guys. Right here, Major Arcana. Again, we have the World coming through with you. That's where you're getting your Taurus energy. That's where I'm getting more ancestor, grandmother, like pouring. Grandmother coming through really strong in this. Like, and mother. Grandmother and mother. And the color, like lavender, purple as a favorite color. Okay? I'm getting that pouring, like, over, like, you broke the book, you broke it, you've got the eagle flight coming through, okay? I've got masculine energy coming through, okay, which comes through with like even like black and white leopard and the other color of leopard, okay, coming through in here as well. But like all of that, and for something I was getting, I don't know why I was getting like Australia, something coming up with Australia. But here is the World here, okay? And that's what was being given to me, all right? So, yeah, it's being given that this is coming. This is for you, okay? This is why you need to hold on. And there's also the woman, okay, that masculine is after. Who is that sword? Because who is holding that sword is she. See, who is holding that sword is she. So there's the masculine energy wrapping over. Who is that holding that sword is she. And here she is, holding that sword. Who is the one he prayed for? There's the swords, okay, coming through. All right? And what does he see before him? If I do this, what does this one see before him? The card that is before him is he sees the loving empress, that mother card, that energy, that birth. Okay, the giver. All right? And what does he see behind that? He sees the family, the Ten of Pentacles, all coming together and it working, okay? And there's light, and there's roses on those lanterns, guys, okay? And what comes after that, if I go on that row and read it the way it goes straight across, because that's what I'm doing right now for you. You've got your world. That it lands back to this one. What goes around comes around, baby. And you've done your job. So you've got some blessings coming, because we're going back to, right underneath that one's that Seven of Cups of that imagination. Then your lovers, okay? That High Priestess, right? Really quick. Coming through, okay? You've both gone through the veil. That's what I got. That was just given to me as well. Because the final card, can't make this up, guys. The World. Look at that, guys. Look at that and all the energy you can get. Because you have Venus and Mars with this, okay? You got Mars and Venus. You got Venus in here a couple times. Okay, that's all about love. And then you've got Mars, like out of this world, okay? Out of this world. You both have figured out the matrix, out of this world connection. You figured out that connection and you're swirled in it. And again, what is she holding in the world? She's got two wands, two batons, okay? They're golden and she's wrapped in that golden. You got the Taurus energy coming through with the Leo and all that, but you've also got the air, okay, coming through. And in the air, okay, in the heart above it and all of that, and the eagle coming through again. All right, divine blessings and shining through. It's pouring out of you and it is pouring into you. It goes around, like I said, it comes around the inner strength and within you. So this is what is rooted, okay? So you have that earth and that crash and you have that drive. It is coming. So do not worry, guys, okay? So I'm going to get off of that part because that is enough there, all right, with what I am putting. Your ideas are aligning, okay, with the world, okay? They are leadership, you know, you think of that when you think of the Leo too, all right? And all of this, so everything, the rooted, the harmony, the balance, it's all coming at you. Then I've got these two cards. We got the wallflower coming through, all right? This is that one that's 22. And what do I see with this wallflower? What I see, okay, is someone who was once embarrassed, okay, who cried, okay, is now taking that and blossoming. And this has come like boom, okay? And they've turned that, see? And it's growing now, see? And, well, I guess I hold it better for you guys. My apologies, all right? I just realized I wasn't holding it right. So she's taking those tears and that, okay? And she's letting it blossom. And she's done with it, okay? That wallflower that stood there and, like, blended in, didn't say nothing. This is a strong foundation, as you see in this wall. But this one's crumbling is what I was getting. It made me think of, like, styrofoam. Okay, the pieces were coming down are melting, all right? So melting ideas, and she is overcoming. So what swallowed and wallowed her up? She is now that clam who has blossomed and coming out, that wallflower. So do not go back to that energy because that energy is now gone, all right? So the true identity of this is, guess what she's doing now? She's bursting. See how that is? Like a bowl. Pretend this is like your fish bowl that you wrapped around in too in this bowl. Because here's your next card. The number 5, the fish bowl. And that song, the old version, not the new version. Okay? 2 lost souls, year after year. Okay, swimming in a fish bowl. Play that song. Okay, that's another song that is prevalent to play. Okay? And something with Gaga was coming in. Something like ya, something with Lady Gaga just came to me too, okay? And something like Gaga and something space, okay? But anyway, okay? What I got with this fishbowl, okay, is you are swimming out of this fishbowl from your head. Your ideas are coming to fruition and you are taking that jump. You are swimming out of that fishbowl, okay? So I'm getting the energy. Here's the world, okay? It's shining. And you are jumping out of that fishbowl, okay? Your bubbles are there, all right? Your bubbles are there. They're all around you, okay? So that's what I got for you. All right, loves? What a marvelous reading. I've never had a reading like that. That is amazing. Love to you. Okay, so whoever is meant to see this collective, hope it resonated with you. All right, and stay coherent, okay, with your spirit angels and your teams because they are around you, and give them thanks every day. Love ya.